A new day, a new adventure.
It's good to see you alive and well, madam. Well, it's good to see you anyway.
Hmm. We need to do something about this at some point. But now, though,
Welcome home, madam.
we need crutches, don't we? Yes, we do. We also need to make a choice what to go after again. Always need to have a goal. Sandboxes are terrible places, usually, if you don't have something to go after, no matter what the sandbox really is. Pointlessly milling about here and there never really leads to good things on the long term. You can get easily bored with things. As fun as exploring random places is here and there, you don't want to do it on a constant basis. You do need to achieve things here and there. I'm here to steal crutches, basically. I'm not sure if there are any, but I just thought I might take a look before leaving. If I could get a railway rifle before I actually leave this place, that'd be great. And no such luck. This is the problem why I sort of start to take part here and there and start storing them in my home is because when you start needing them, then you'll never find them anymore. I probably should have looked up the railway rifle just to see if
It's locked for a reason. Don't get any ideas.
is it a standard weapon or what? What skill governs its use? Do I have scrap metal? I'd like to dump that if I have. No, that's fine. I don't want to spend too much time on hunting down a crotch. I'm sure we'll find them when we explore areas normally. Yeah. Okay, what to do? Should we go with the Nuka-Cola challenge? This is one of those things you probably want to do on the side, same as... But there was the Nuka-Cola factory. Yeah, it's up in a place where we don't really have a location yet, so that might definitely be a worth visiting. Go to Fort Independence and with quick travel then go to the Nuka-Cola. Quick inventory of what kind of weapons we have. Go on mines, that's a new experience for me. I don't really mind that though. Get it? Um, there's they're not in general combat. They're not all that useful, and they do have the weight, unlike every other ammo in the game. So you don't want to have too many of them. Fragmentation. That's why I also sort of want the new recipes. Something there. Scavenger. Because I want access to higher grade of explosives. They might be harder to get and we won't be having so few, but we don't also have to spam a dozen of them to get a single kill out of somewhere. The scavenger is on our side, so I don't want to kill it. I do want him to get killed though, if at all possible, and I think he did. So there are more raiders here, but I just can't see them. I'll take the combat knife. It's not a great weapon, but we also don't have a weapon that doesn't use ammunition at the moment. I'd like to have one at all times. Beer and whiskey. I'm not sure how the bonuses stack on alcohol, but I think at least bonuses from a same drink don't stack. So that's why I'm gathering out different types of alcohol. Ooh. Ooh. Good haul from this. Didn't have to murderize anyone, and we got a good haul. And barter +2 because probably something like 13 at the moment. The problem here again is no one gave a shit about the economy of the game, so we don't have now anything to really buy on the shops, anything interesting, so why the hell would we invest in barter at all? Even for good quality armor costs like 100 cash in this game. Good quality weapon probably maybe double that at most, so why would anyone invest in barter? So you can get more caps that you have no use for, probably. It just doesn't make much sense. I just don't get the economy at all in this game. I mean, a combat armor for 100 power caps. That's fair. It's a gigantically useful and good armor. Only second to power armor basically, and it costs nothing. You can get it probably within 30 minutes of getting out of the vault. You have more money than needed for the armor. So I just don't. I don't. It also means no one is ever going to use the shitty armor. No leather armor, no things like that. Even no one probably will ever even consider using a raider armor other than for looks. It's a terrible armor, and you can buy a very good armor right at the start. So why wouldn't you? Yeah, keep killing my mole rats. I don't like that. Yeah, I was thinking I need to beat them with the repellent stick, but we've done that. So that was fun. Melee doesn't seem to cause a lot of criticals. At least not this type of melee. In most considerations basically unharmed. This has to be the Nuka-Cola factory. Really should start using the heavy weapons. If that's what I got the skills for. You need something to soften targets up a bit. The minigun at the moment is not accurate enough. It's starting to get better though. Flamer, too short range to be an exploration weapon. We'll see the enemies and they'll be able to attack us smart long before we can do anything about them. Nuka-Cola land. It's going to be robots if it's going to be something. That's how it usually works. If it's totally abandoned, then it could be something like ghouls or raiders. But if it's functioning at all, it's going to be the robots. Otherwise, some kind of a wilderness monsterness. What is it? Assault rifle raider. Yeah, I think the spread of the minigun is getting a bit tighter at this point, but that's the main reason for the increased effectiveness. It's still not amazingly tight, but it's starting to be useful at stabbing ranges, so that's positive. Door to factory floor. I'll try to see if there's an alternative entrance. Side door or something like that. There might be some kind of caves too, or some kind of tunnels here and there for an alternative access, but they're usually infested, so... These raiders are starting to give good experience. At the start we got 5 experience from them, now we're looking at 33 per kill. Marry me. Sweetie, listen, I just can't wait any longer. I'm sending this letter via courier, and I'm begging you to respond as soon as possible. Why should we wait any longer? Forget our parents. Every day I sit here and watch my brother Kevin wither away from radiation sickness. Am I next? I don't want to waste another second of my life. Let's just get married and make a future for ourselves. Megaton, Rivet City, maybe even Tenpenny Tower, who knows? When I'm with you, I feel like I can do anything. So marry me, you fool. Okay. I'm guessing that's courier. Brother Kevin. That's pretty much our only clue. That's one of those things that might not even have any kind of quest on the wasteland. On the other hand, it might. A little side quest that's not all that important, but if you find it, good for you. Scrap metal. We don't really need to continue to gather them up. It would be good to trade for some medical supplies with the ghouls in the ghoul city, but we don't really need to. We're barely using them up at the moment. We could probably use some kind of a drug on every fight in this entire game. There's so many of them. Hostile Robo-Brain. I don't want to pick a fight with that. Oh, is that hostile too? No. So a group of people. I want to meet up with them. Some kind of scavengers.
Thanks for not attacking us. Most people don't tolerate ghouls.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We were on our way to Underworld, but we couldn't make it past the super mutants. So now we're just going to find our own place in the wasteland.
Okay. I'll ask about the Underworld because the two options to end this conversation seem like somewhat hostile.
It's a city of ghouls. It's the only place in the wasteland that belongs to our kind. It's hidden inside the Museum of History.
Goodbye.
Then leave. We'll do just fine without you.
Yeah, I don't understand why the saying goodbye had to be hostile.
Hey. Hello.
Well, not hostile overtly, but very dismissive. You, if you're going to have an option to get out of conversation, just you usually would like it to have a neutral one, because people could have tons of reasons not to want to do the discussion now, or don't want not to take the options presented. I'm guessing as far as game mechanics is concerned, it is a neutral option. They don't give a shit, but it's more a problem from a character's perspective. I would never say that to him, and probably he got at least somewhat injured by it, by the dismissive tone. I'd have to guess the reason for that. It's probably something quite simple, like offering variation to the dialogue. Because if you just have a I need to go all every time, the responses to it will also sort of tend to congregate to something that gets very repetitive. So they will try to spice it up by having different types of responses here and there, just so you don't feel like you said the same thing to 100 different guys already. So a little bit of variation. And I can't say that I felt like I've been repeating the same conversations.
This area is off limits. Do not.
Should I use the pulse mine? These guys don't warrant it, but they don't really warrant anything ever. If we don't use them against these, there's the Robo Brains and Sentry Bots. If you don't use your pulse weaponry against robots, when are you gonna use them really? Very hard block. Yeah, I don't want to do any kind of serious looting at the moment.
Trespasser detected. Exit protocol AL 001.
Not yet. I'll take a quick look around to see what's here.
This area is off limits. Do not. Nuka-Cola. Personnel.
So if they get into melee range, they can tackle me, get some free hits. They look like they've been drinking Nuka-Cola Quantum, don't they? And again, they don't really cripple you. Storage and mixing pads. So I'm guessing we'll go from robots to Mirelurks. No, Nuka-Lurk. Yeah, I wasn't just imagining that they glow more than the normal ones. Railway spikes, yeah, that's actually a very good weapon to have. Oh, after all, we aren't exactly experts in any other than explosives and heavy weapons, so it could easily replace one of our shotguns or a weapon like that as a main weapon to use. We would just have to. We are no longer well rested. I think you get an XP bonus when you're well rested. Sort of, I guess, to give incentive for people to roleplay to sleep now and then. That might explain the abnormally high experience we got from the raiders. Nuka-Cola Research Department. Company announcement. The Nuka-Cola Corporation is pleased to announce to all its employees that the first shipments of the Nuka-Cola Quantum are on their way to retailers in the Washington, D.C. area. This flagship test market program is the culmination of a 3-year research program to bring the refreshing taste of Quantum to market. Congratulations to all employees on a job well done. A Quantum Progress Report 41. Isotope CE-770 has proven to be a disastrous failure. All of the test subjects suffered severe internal organ failures and died within 3 days of ingestion. We recommend the immediate destruction of container A32 in the production rooms and suggest switching to isotope CE-772. Please send standard Nuka condolences, fruit and cheese packages to test group members' families. Report 55. Isotope CE-772 has proven too damaging to the initial test group, which now needs to be disbanded due to their reluctance to continue in our program. This group has suffered 4 fatalities, 12 major internal organ failures, and 32 internal radiation burns. This is an unacceptable number of issues in a given test group and recommend we switch to an alternative isotope such as CE-774 or UR-993. Report 67. Test subjects in the Nuka-Cola Quantum program are responding well to the reconfigured taste and the new isotope. The only listed side effects from the group are 3 cases of dizziness, 1 case of nausea, and 1 case of impaired vision. We find from a sampling of 50 that this is an acceptable number of cases and approve this product for production. New flavor coming. Attention all Nuka-Cola Corporation employees. We are very proud to announce that R&D has been completed on Nuka-Cola Clear. With an only minimal loss of life, we've been able to modify the look of Nuka-Cola but give it the same great taste. We'll be submitting the product to marketing shortly for bottle design and advertising strategies. From all of us in the research department, thanks for the support. It looks like the same report in here. Same reports. It's probably the least interesting area in this factory. Detecting a hostile. Yeah, somewhere there. I just want what? Offices shipping. Okay. Stimpack. Energy weapons seem to be fairly good against robotic enemies, so I'll use them.
Alert. Alert. Threat sensor detected.
We don't have all that many microfusion cells, so we are getting a constant supply of energy cells, but they're a bit different. Yeah, we have almost 900 of those, but we have less than 100 microfusion cells. We could use a laser or plasma pistol type of weapon. Yeah, more energy cells. Ooh, Beams Electronics. Local map. Can't get past the main door, so we have to go through the storage and mixing vats to reach the northern side of this area. Elmine Mirelurks. We need something that we can shoot them in the face with a fairly disruptive weapon, so it has to be accurate and it has to pack quite a punch. The kneecapper might be an option. 7. It's a unique shotgun of some sort. Sort of shotgun, so I don't think this is a great weapon. It probably shoots both barrels at once. The problem is, if we miss a Mirelurk this way, it'll take some time before we can do anything, and it's going to be beating on us all that time. So I feel more comfortable with the combat shotgun. At least we have 12 shots, so if we miss a few, we can still keep on fighting. New colors. You can kill them without shooting at the face, but that's how you want to kill them. About 3 shots to cripple it, and it'll probably be lethal to them. We might be using the turn-based mode here quite a bit more often. Because close range, it's probably fairly accurate. New color. Well, it's a unique meat. Pulse grenades. Laser pistol. That's when I wanted one. It's not all that powerful or accurate, but at least we have ammunition for it. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I don't think this robot will be all that useful here because it doesn't shoot at them in the face. But it's something that might draw fire, I guess, for a moment. There is one good thing about increased skill in science here. I think it also excludes some of more false options. So you have fewer options to pick from, makes it easier.
Loading personality. Rocco R38B3.1A. Factory assistant. Running default factory protocol. Error. Loading daily agenda. Error. Production threat identified. Initializing program. Excalibur. Greetings, fellow employee. Please present your valid work ID.
I don't have a work ID. Well, I guess it'll attack those Mirelurks, nothing else. I want to test the laser pistol. Yeah, it's in worse shape than the rifle and half damage, so I think the rate of fire is probably higher. Probably. We have rad. It won't make much of a difference here because radiation is level so low.
Unidentified personnel. Please vacate the premises.
Yeah, it's hostile towards us. I'll wait for a moment and see if it comes here to pick a fight. Seems like it's not. Again, carelessly activating a robot, that didn't really help us. Now it's coming here. No, it went back up. There's more than one of them.
Commencing attack on hostile target. Violence.
Jesus Christ. I came so close, couldn't shoot the vulnerable spots anymore. Yeah, that didn't go all that well. Yeah, surprise, surprise, more lurkers here. I'm going to use more rocks, made X to damage resistance, and Psycho to get more damage. Lurker. Shit. Yeah, this is the worst case scenario. No opposites, that's fine. We have a bit of a problem here. This part doesn't just crash, it crashes constantly. I think there's some serious problem with the entire area.
Please stand clear.
I'll give it a go. But if this keeps crashing, I'm definitely baiting out on this. Or doing whatever it takes to quickly bypass this area. Yeah, grenades are not all that great in the... When someone has already spotted you, you have to basically use the turn-based combat to get anything done. I'm saving constantly because I want to get through this area no matter how many times it crashes. Now I'll just have to paste the little parts together then afterwards. Yeah, this has been a genuinely crash-prone area, the first crash-prone area in the game. I thought Rivet City might be, but no, it has nothing on this. It has a specific problem that can be fairly easily fixed. This crashes. Maybe it's the water or something, some kind of a effect that does it. Maybe it's this area. I did Google it up and it's not like I'm the only one that has had problem with this. There are a couple places in the game where a good portion of people seem to have had regular problems. This is just one of them. Critical strike. Critical hit-based character would be probably very good here. The more accurate you are, the more better it would be. High-powered accurate weapons. So not for me, probably. We have high-powered inaccurate weapons. Well, inaccurate might not again be the correct word. They hit, but you can't aim at a specific location. Yeah, and I'm leaving immediately. Ah, made it out of there. I'll keep the grenades. They seem to be fairly good at softening up the Mirelurks. Yeah, more Mirelurks. Yeah, that's not a Mirelurk. That is. We have no place to retreat to. Crap. Crab. Goddamn piece of crap. Problem wasn't the Mirelurk, it was you. Got into a fight I didn't want to get into. I'll plant a mine here. It's our pretty much our final point where we can go to. We can't retreat from that point. Way too many Mirelurks still here. Nuka-Lurk. Sneak attack on a rat roach. And we can maybe take them on one at a time. Here is definitely something where more accuracy would be a good thing. I don't think there are all that many Mirelurks here. Yeah, shit, and now it's in too close. Yeah, that was fantastic. Two grenades that just disappeared somewhere. So the turn-based mode isn't exactly a guaranteed hit either, but jeez, that was bad. Yeah, we are doing very, very badly. Ice cold Nuka-Cola. I do want to keep that psycho up. And medics. Extra damage resistance. We need it. There's definitely Mirelurk somewhere. But mostly hearing roaches. Can't I shoot at it? Too far away to throw. It can't be. Still, I killed myself. Shit. Yeah, it's a hit or miss. Hit or miss. Well, it's still the best way to try to hit a moving target with a grenade. Or more precisely, a charging target. Movement wouldn't be that bad, but when they're coming straight for you, if you throw them at... Because the grenades bounce a little, so if you throw them at their feet, it'll usually go past them, and if you try to just drop them, you can't really just drop them where you are. You have to always throw them. Ah, shit. And a crash.